Walking's what they'll do. One of these days, these boots will walk all over you, or something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode. I thought I would double back real quick on y'all. This ever growing, ever expanding audience. YouTube called me the other night. They was like, "We don't know what you have going on, sir, but what is happening?" And I was like, I'm just giving the people what they want. I'm just giving the people what they want. And they said, okay, fair enough. So now I have YouTube as a contact in my phone because this audience is growing so much. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. It is much appreciated. We're trying to get to 20 episodes. And so hopefully this new schedule that I'm transitioning into will free up some time for me to sit here and talk to myself and record it. I actually have been thinking about having a guest on here pretty soon, and I'm almost certain of who it's going to be. And I wanted to wait for like the 20th episode for there to be a guest, but to be honest, it's kind of weird just sitting here talking to myself and rambling. So I thought it would be a little, adding a little flavor in there would be good. And so I'm probably going to have a guest pretty soon. If you think you know somebody that I would have a good conversation with, let me know. Shoot me a DM, comment, tag the person, and we'll see if we can get it cracking. Because I actually do really enjoy talking to people and conversing with people in the right setting, of course. Because there are some settings, like Walmart or grocery shopping, that I'm not really up for a conversation in the middle of the aisle or whatever. And what's funny is I actually have a routine when I go to Walmart. I'll go through the garden section and I will walk on the outer walls to go to where I need to get whatever item I need, and then I will go back and exit right back out the garden section. To me, that helps me avoid the chaos that ensues within the heart and the meat of Walmart. Just stay right there on the little at the outskirts and get in and get out like an assassin. That's what I do. And I'll usually have headphones on and a hat because I want to try my best, unless it's somebody I really know, to avoid conversation in Walmart. For example, the other night I went to Walmart pretty late and I thought I was safe because there weren't many cars in the parking lot. I want to say it was like 10 p.m. or later. There weren't many cars in the parking lot. I still went through the side door that was unlocked. And so I was going through the side and there was a man coming through the main entrance. So we meet right there before you go through the second threshold before you get into the store where the carts are. Down here we say buggies. But we meet right there and I have Morgan Wallen's playing, hat on, pulled down, and I can hear him through my headphones say, "Well, don't you look like a movie star?" And to me, I didn't. I think I had just showered, sweatshirt, typically what I'm going to wear. And I didn't like a movie star. He said it, and I couldn't fully hear him, but I heard him enough to make out what he said. So I take my headphone out and I say, "What was that?" And he says it again, and I was like, didn't really know what to say. So I kind of got awkward, and I was like, "Ha ha ha," fake laugh. Ha ha. I'll take it. And I'm putting my headphone back in, and he says, "You just can't help it, can you?" So now I'm full on awkward. If I was like a turtle, I'd be like going into my shell. And I just did the fake laugh again, and it was like, "Oh man, nah, I was like, I appreciate it." Grabbed my buggy, wiped it off with the sandy wipe, and went on about my business. But those are the interactions that I would prefer to avoid because it made me feel awkward. I can usually think quicker on my feet, but because I was in incognito mode, I wasn't prepared to talk to anybody, and it just threw me for a loop. And so for the rest of my trip, I felt awkward. I was flattered, don't get me wrong, but I was cringing inside, I guess is the word. But anyways, those are the conversations I want to avoid in Walmart. But in the right setting, I love a great conversation. I love talking to people in the right setting. So anyways, yeah, let me know who you think should be a guest on here, and we'll try to make it happen. And down here, I don't know where all you guys are from. There's just so many people. This audience is growing so much. And, people are probably tuning in from all over the world. So I don't know where everybody's from, but down here in the good old heart of Dixie, Sweet Home Alabama, it is swamp season 2025. And by that, I mean the humidity is so thick outside. Like when I left Walmart the other night, it didn't feel like I was walking. It felt like I was waiting. WADING, waiting. And that's not a joke. I was moving quick through the door, and I was like, slow mo. It's so thick out here that when I walk into my yard, mosquitoes are only biting my ankles because they can't fly any higher than that. Their little wings just can't handle it. Like today, I was out working in the sun, and I was sweating out of pores that I didn't even know exist. Like my elbows were sweating. Did you know that your elbows can sweat? Mine can. They did. But let me not complain because I will definitely take the heat and humidity over freezing my nays off. I'll definitely take that. So let me not complain. I'm just observing. I'm just observing this thick air we got down here. And one thing I've never understood is how people say they love the cold. I just don't believe you. I think some of y'all be lying when you should be truthing. There's no way you love the cold. I got me an early Father's Day gift. If you know, you know. And shouts goes out. Got to figure out where to put this thing. But let's see what else. What else? Oh, yeah. One of my favorite things to experience. And it's one of my favorite things to experience because it happens so rarely. But going through a well executed four-way stop is such a beautiful thing. Oh, it just doesn't happen enough. But when it does, I'm telling you, I'll be rolling through that thing, pointing to people. Good job. Good job. That's how you do it. That's how you do that. Like we just won a football game or something. Because it's just so. And if you follow me on social media, you've probably heard me rant about how people just can't seem to hold it together at a four-way. It's like they just lose their wits about themselves. So I thought, because I haven't talked about it in a while on social media, if you've ever ridden in the car with me, you know, if we went through a four-way, I'm going to have something to say about somebody there. Not mean or hurtful things, but just coaching points from inside my vehicle that they'll never hear, but it's going to get said. So I thought this ever-growing audience, expanding at the speed of light, could maybe benefit from hearing this so they could share it with somebody as well and just make the roads safer, more efficient, what have you. And so what I'm going to do here, I have this pulled up. Like I said, I'm in the state of Alabama. And so maybe traffic laws are different for you in your country or wherever you're at on the globe. But here, these are how this is the standard procedure for Alabama at a four-way. Now I'm reading from Google's. Quick question though. Are you using ChatGPT more than Google now? Because I feel like more and more people are. So I'm just curious. I feel like more people are saying ChatGPT it or let me ChatGPT it real quick instead of Google. Because like forever, Google was a thing. It was like, what would we do without Google? But now, I bet Google is shaking in their boots about it. Anywho, in Alabama, at a four-way stop, and they put a nice little infographic up here that I'll put on the screen. At a four-way stop, all vehicles must stop before entering the intersection. Okay, so there's step one. You got to stop. Got it. The first vehicle to arrive at the stop sign has the right of way and should proceed first. We mean. That's step number 2, and I'll read it one more time. The first vehicle to arrive at the stop sign has the right of way and should proceed first. That is step number 2. Got it. I understand. That. Crystal clear. Now, here is the kicker. And if step number 2 or 1 was tricky enough, you better hang on to your britches, because this one is a doozy. If 2 vehicles arrive simultaneously, the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. Okay, let me think about it. Okay. I'm driving, listening to Morgan Wallens. I ease to a stop at a four-way. Uh-oh. There was a Toyota Camry that stopped exactly at the same time as I did. Over here to my right-hand side. L, left. Not an L. Okay, this is right. By the standard procedures, they get to go first because I'm the driver on the left and they go first. Okay, got it. Got it. What if there's a car to my left? I'm here, and the Camry's there again, and we all stop at the same time. He's to my left, I'm to his right, and they're to my right, and there's nobody there. I think it goes 1, 2, and 3. Whew, man, I don't have much more mental calories after this. But I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, that's right. Okay. And is there anything else that it says? Oh no. So stop. First vehicle to arrive goes first. 2 cars arrive at the same time. Driver on the left yields to the driver on the right. That's it. That's all. That's it. There's not a textbook. There's not a book of 4-way stop procedures this big. It's just 3 points. That's strange. Because it seems way more complicated out there in the field for some reason. So this can't be it. Nope, that's it. That's everything. That's everything. Wow. So anyway, yeah, I hope that helps. One of my least favorite people to deal with is the person who will stop way before you and then still wave you through. It's like, no, you were here way before me. You go. Because once that happens, we mess up the whole flow of the thing. The whole flow. So, Miss Margaret, you come right on through because it's your turn. Because based on this, the first vehicle to arrive at the stop sign, that's the right way to proceed first. Proceed first. You stop first, proceed first. But I will say this, I'm a very defensive driver unless it's at a 4-way because I hate the situation that happens way too often at 4-way. So I don't do that. Because I'm telling you, I'm not going to be the one that doesn't know who goes next. Because before I even get up to it, I'm looking at whose wheels stop before mine. Because as you can probably tell, it's one of my pet peeves. So the moment you do the brake stutter, I'm taking off. I'm going on through because I'm not about to deal with this. That's the only time I'm an aggressor on the road. And I really don't have road rage or anything like that, I promise. But when it comes to this, I will be the aggressor. I will be. But anyways, PSA, hope it helps. Do better at 4-ways so it can be enjoyable for all. And you can get on down the road. Okay. There's my tangent for the episode. I guess you consider the Walmart thing a tangent too, but this is not a rant podcast. And the audience is growing faster than YouTube can keep up. Let's go back here. I think that's it for this episode. I don't have anything else to talk about or that I want to rant about. So, and I think keeping these solo episodes like under 30 minutes is better than being long-winded. So that's what I'm going to keep doing until otherwise noted. Unless I have too good tangents to share. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep all these under 30 minutes. But when I have I don't know if I said this, when I have a guest, it will definitely be longer than 30 minutes, especially the first guest. Because me and this person always have great conversations, and they can go forever long. So that one will definitely be longer than 30 minutes. But anywho, words of encouragement to wrap this thing up are very simple, and they are this: if you truly want it, you will make it happen. That's it. I'll say it again. If you truly want it or want something, you will make it happen. Go get it. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you. Love people. Be good. Smile. Be a light in this world. And as always, peace and love.